Preface. For the past 26 years, I have been a geography teacher of 2 secondary schools in Malaysia, teaching the lower forms. I also hold a master's degree in geography, specializing in teaching geography through the use of the multiple intelligences theory. Yet I have had a deep interest in spiritual research for quite some time now. Basically, I have been able to see spirits of the dead since I was young, and at one stage, prior to getting involved in spiritual research, I bumped into spirits almost daily, that had made me confused. But at the same time, my confusion had triggered a feeling of deep curiosity towards the existence of spirits, especially when I had seen both the spirit of my wife's mother and that of her aunt, prior to their respective demise. Therefore, after the demise of my wife's mother, I began to see more spirits, who visited me prior to their actual demise. Hence, on 12th of March 2004, a little over a month since the demise of my wife's mother, I started searching for information about spirits over the internet, where I was very lucky to have stumbled upon the website of the International Ghost Hunters Society, IGHS, which gave me a different perspective about spirits. Since then, I started my paranormal and spiritual research, solo, and continued this research of mine based on the IGHS teaching that led me to become an IGHS member on September 9, 2005. Furthermore, I enrolled myself into the IGHS Paranormal and Ghost Research Diploma courses, which were Phase Displacement Practitioner, PDP, Certified Ghost Researcher, CGR, Certified Paranormal Investigator, CPI, Certified Electronic Voice Phenomena Researcher, CPR, Certified Instructor, C, and Certified Paranormal Counselor, CPC, and I completed all these courses in 2006 and 2007. I also became a certified Reiki Master for my personal spiritual enhancement in 2008. Thus, the basic knowledge that I had gained from those courses had led me into solo spiritual research, involving scientific paranormal and ghost research. I then slowly detached myself from organized belief systems, so that I could freely research on paranormal and ghost existence, without any bias against ghost existence. Furthermore, with the knowledge that I had gained from both the Phase Displacement Practitioner and Reiki Master courses, I slowly developed the spiritual ability to heal, as well as the ability to travel into the astral world. In 2012, my practices at astral healing had required and enabled me to travel into the astral world, which became more and more intensive. In 2015 itself, I had met a few divine spirit beings during my astral travel, namely Uriel, Gabriel, Raphael, and Mikhail, who guided and helped me in astral healer and astral travel. Finally, in September 2018, I received a message from the astral world through astral guide Gabriel, who told me to travel into the spirit world to document the truth of the sacred consciousness of the spirit world, in line with the advance of my personal scientific ghost research. Thus, the main contents of this book entitled Sacred Consciousness of the Spirit World were written within 4 months, from September 2018 till December 2018, under the guidance of the astral translator. Moreover, in truth, I am a spiritualist rather than a religious person. I am just an ordinary man on the street, living a normal life, where sometimes, just like other ordinary people, I question some of the teachings of organized belief systems in general. Yet this spiritual journey of mine into the spirit world, through my official 36 astral journeys and 25 scrying the astral mind, has enabled me to find the truth about my very own spiritual destiny. This is because I not only had the opportunity to access supposedly forbidden spiritual information but also found a profound answer to my very own personal spiritual questions: does God really exist? Is there life in the afterlife? Thus, my 14-year spiritual journey in solo scientific ghost research in search of an answer if God really did exist indeed was trustworthy. Despite me having been labeled dabbling with Satan by many, it did not stop me from seeking the truth of life. Furthermore, I had used my own resources to fund my solo scientific ghost research that cost me tens of thousands of Malaysian ringgit, just for the sake of my personal spiritual research. Yet in the end, I succeeded in finding trustworthy answers regarding my spiritual life. In this respect, many aspects of spiritual life have been revealed to me through my astral journeys and scrying the astral mind, which include life beyond the spirit world, life in the afterlife, the future of our beloved home, the earth, and more importantly, the existence of life in the afterlife. Several questions had been answered too, such as, What kind of living ideally promises a better life in the afterlife? Who is Dajjal? Does Satan really exist? Are we alone in this very physical world? Do ghosts really exist? These questions are just some of the spiritual questions that I have highlighted here, as there have been many other spiritual matters that were revealed to me during my astral journey and scrying the astral mind, recorded in this book. Furthermore, I would like to highlight here my unexpected discovery on the term ghost, used by many when referring to paranormal activity. Firstly, the term ghost does not exist in the spirit world. Hence, in our physical existence, ghost simply does not exist, as ghost simply means fear. In other words, the term ghost is not an entity, nor equal to a spirit or soul, but a mere psychological condition related to fear. Unfortunately, we have been accustomed to using the term ghost, as this term has to date appeared in Google search 1,140,000,000 times, showing how the said term has become part of our daily life. Therefore, I use the term ghost occasionally in this book as part of daily life expression, with regard to spirit existence. Perhaps many people have thought that I have been wasting many years of my time, seeking the answer to what ghost is all about, which turns out to be our fear towards the unknown. But instead, my very own spiritual research has enabled me to access the answers to very similar questions in our spiritual life, such as who am I? Where do I go after this very life? What is my purpose in this life? Many of us know a lot of other people's lives, but how much do we know about our very own selves? How many of you are busy trying to become someone else? Perhaps it is time to be yourself, and search for your very own destiny. The truth of who you are is just a brief distance away. Perhaps this book will give you some answers to your very own spiritual question, but your spiritual journey would be not the same as mine, as your spiritual journey will simply be truly yours. Unfortunately, not everyone will be given the opportunity to read this book, as this book was indeed written specifically for the chosen ones in the present and in the future. Therefore, if you happen to be reading this book right now, then you are among the selected ones, for only selected ones will be entrusted with spiritual empowerment to understand the truth, and be entrusted with the special gift of understanding the meaning of the whole message written in this book. Nonetheless, the very end of my discoveries during my astral journey and scrying the astral mind just pointed back to the existence of the unimaginable sacred consciousness of the spirit world, a systematic plan, a sacred order that controls a great system of the spiritual universe related to space, time, matter and conscious singularity for a great spiritual purpose, the existence of true love of the Creator of the universe. In other words, in universal love, we are all one. In that way, we are one, in conscious singularity of the spirit world.